Alright, welcome to the video today. So in this video we're going to be talking about the best Voidwalker subclass build. So I had a couple days to play around with it, or a couple weeks rather, because the game has been out for about 2 weeks now. I think it'll be like the 2-week anniversary in like 2 days or something. But basically I'm going to be talking about all the different abilities that you can get and which ones are the best and which ones you should pair up, which ones to make it better. So basically I'm going to start off with each row. There's 7 rows, so I'm going to go over which choice you should make for each row. So for row number 1 we have the grenade. For that I chose the vortex grenade, which is a grenade that causes a vortex which continually damages enemies trapped inside. So the other 2 grenade choices weren't that good, so I decided to stick with this one. It's the best choice out of all of them. You could go with the Axion Bolt Seekers, but personally I prefer this one. There is some type of exotic armor piece that makes the Axion Bolt Seekers better, but I don't have that, so at least for now you should be sticking with the vortex grenade. And then for the second row we have Focused Burst, which is for your movement ability, which would be Glide. So it upgrades Glide to provide an initial boost of speed. So at first I didn't notice the difference that much, but then I realized that the difference was actually pretty significant when I switched to the Sunsinger subclass, because I didn't have this ability unlocked. But basically you go a lot faster at first when you get up with your Glide ability. So at first with no upgrade you would just be floating around pretty randomly and really slowly. With the Focused Burst you get a nice little boost of speed so that things aren't that slow and that you're not just hanging in midair open for people to shoot at you. And then for the third ability is the Nova Bomb ability, and for this one I chose the Lance. And if you don't know what the Lance is, it basically makes the Nova Bomb travel farther and faster. So it's basically a ridiculously fast Nova Bomb. It's not as big, I found. It looks more like a little sniper rifle shot, I guess you'd say. But basically that's going to be an ability that we're going to pair with the number 6 row, which I'll be talking about in a couple minutes. I'll tell you why you need to pair them, but for now we're going to move on to row number 4, which is for the melee attack, which is Soul Rip, which makes it so when you kill an enemy with your melee attack or the energy drain, it reduces the cooldown of the Nova Bomb. So in PvP, your special abilities are pretty important and they're pretty crucial, especially at objective game modes like Control, where there are tons of people capturing a flag and you can take them off it in an instant. So that's basically the best way to get it recharged as quick as possible. You can also invest into intellect and discipline, but Soul Rip is also a pretty good choice for row number 4. Then for row number 5 we have a training row, which would be an Arcane Spirit. So this is training focused on battle recovery and toughness. So for battle recovery, that basically means your shields will go up quicker, and then toughness is pretty obvious. You basically have more health and be able to take more damage. And then for row number 6 we have Angry Magic, which makes the Nova Bomb track enemies. This one is very important because normally with the Lance it is very hard to hit people because it goes so fast. So instead of it arcing down and hitting the ground, having a huge blast radius with the normal Nova Bomb and killing everyone, it often can shoot just right by them. That's what I found until I paired it up with Angry Magic. So you're going to want to do that. So it basically makes the Nova Bomb track enemies so you don't have to hit them exactly when they're in the air or on the ground. If you just shoot it within the vicinity, it will lock on and track onto them and will end up following them and killing them. That's a really crucial pair for you to have, because if you don't have it, it makes the Lance almost useless. Not completely useless, but basically really hard to use. And then for row number 7 we have Divine Order, which is training focused on toughness at all costs. So you already have battle recovery. I chose to have toughness just because more health is always better. Your recovery isn't as important. It's still very important, but I thought that toughness would take precedence over battle recovery because you already have battle recovery and it's not as crucial. It's very important to have at least some, but to have all of that isn't absolutely necessary. So this is another really good choice for your final training ability. And then for the last section we have a type of grenade ability. I believe there are 3 choices, which I'm showing right now. I'm not showing the description unfortunately, but I did not find a clear result that was a good choice. So just whatever you think will work the best for you, go ahead and explore that 8th row and let me know what you think down in the comment section below, so I know which one would be the best to use. But I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not quite sure which one is the best, so just let me know that in the comment section below. Just on a side note, I'm going to have the Warlock Sunsinger subclass coming up soon, so you're going to want to subscribe so that you do not miss that. Also drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Also let me know in the comment section down below what build you use, which ones you like using, if you like the subclass as a whole, just the whole thing, maybe some other subclass builds you might want to see for other classes. I only have the Warlock right now, but I'm working on a level 2 Hunter, so it's pretty low level still. But anyways, that's going to wrap up the video for today. As always, like I said, drop a like, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys in my next videos. But until then,